Hi everyone and welcome to what should be another interesting matchup. The last one we have today at the NHL Kids Tournament. A rematch of the 2019 Real Stanley Cup Final. The Little Bruins and the Little Bruins and the Little Blues are going at it. On the Little Bruins side, they are going to deal without Alexandros George Nikolaitis. His tournament is over. He was suspended for that late hit on Dubois from the Kings. And on the Little Blues side, well, they're going to try to take advantage of a more destabilized Little Bruins roster, a little more weaker, to try to snatch that win to end the day. On the Bruins side, goal for them to win the game will be, as usual, disturb their opponent. They're a physical team, well, a little less than usual since Nikolaitis is not here anymore. Nikolaitis was really part of the identity of that team. And on the blue side, the goal to win their game, well, they are going to have to keep it simple. Pucks to the net, don't enter in the Bruins game. You don't want to let them dominate the play. And gonna have to try to win the game. On your side, Blake, what do you think will be needed for both teams to win tonight?
I haven't seen the Bruins play much so far in this tournament, but I have seen the Blues play, and they have a lot of dangerous weapons on their team. Luca Bellini, Malik Louette, Matthew Maloney, Ryan Bassi. Like, this is just a dangerous team with a dangerous offense. Izan Gia is a great goalie. I'm not sure who's lined up right now. It looks like it is Izan Gia. And the Blues are going to make it tough for the Little Bruins to do anything. As you mentioned earlier, Nikolaitis is a huge loss.
Yeah.
For this Boston Little Bruins team, so we're going to see if they could bounce back from losing one of their better players.
So yeah, as you were saying, Nikolaitis a huge loss for the Boston Bruins here.
And we're going to look for somebody to step up. Who do you think that may be in this lineup to take sort of that place?
Well, on the Little Bruins, Channing Young has to prove that he is not a product of Nikolaitis, because Nikolaitis has been fitting him a lot, and it's been difficult sometimes. He's been having these bad turnovers in his own zone. So he's got to be a game changer. And Larivière, William Larivière, number 7 for the Bruins. Look out for him. Dangerous. He stole a win for them last night against the Kings. And on the Little Blue side, well, Malik Ouellet, look out for him. He's dangerous. He's been playing with Luca Bolani, number 10, who will take the face-off. And between the pipes for the Blues.
Excited for this game. Channing Young looking to make a big impression today. His older brothers played in the U18 tournament. Last winter, Brody and Keegan Young. And I saw him walking by in the hallway, and I thought that it was the older brother, but I was like, there's no way that these brothers are 13 years old. So it makes a lot of sense that their younger brother now is the captain of this Bruins team.
Well, good game to everyone. Stage is set, and the Blues are controlling the play in the beginning of this game. And already up and running is Rovenskik. Rovenskik lost it, but a teammate caught it behind, and a backhand was dangerous. It came from Grenier's stick. Now battling for it in the corner. The Bruins get it out. Here comes the counterattack from Captain Young. Young dumps it. Bruins first on it. And now a whistle.
It's going to be a pause in play right now.
Or a penalty call, or I'm not so sure.
Doesn't look like it's going to be a penalty here. I think it's going to be 5-on-5. Ref's just deciding
Lots of confusion here.
the call right now. I think they're going to line up in the neutral zone, and they're going to start from there. Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's going to be a lineup center ice right now. And we're going to face off once more.
Going back to center ice. Don't know exactly why the play was stopped here, but it did. And almost 2 minutes have passed already, and now this face-off. Blues take advantage, but the Bruins get it right back. And Lariviere with a couple of great moves, and he dangled to the defender, took a long shot, easily gloved by Suaz.
Great save by Winston Suaz there. We saw his teammate Izan Gia in nets in the last Blues game, and he had a great game as well. So this goalie duo is going to need to be very good throughout this tournament if they're going to make it far. It's a great thing having two good goalies in a tournament like this, because you could go one game each and you could rest. So right now we're going to see what Winston Suaz has in the tank in this final game of the day. We know that teams are probably very tired right now. Can't imagine playing 4 hockey games in a day. Even at the ripe age of 13, still your body, it takes a wear and tear on your body. As we have a play here.
And now a 3-on-1 developing for the Blues. Here comes anyway, a pass in front and intercepted by Young. Young takes it by himself. A far shot and a return that was given by Suaz, but he got it right back with his stick.
Good on Young for getting the puck on net. And Suaz located that pretty easily, froze it up, and the Bruins are doing a good job of just getting shots on net right now. The Blues really haven't done that yet. They haven't really challenged Chip Kuntz much so far in this game. So we're going to see if the Blues could start to apply pressure. I want to see some more from Ravenskick.
And they will need to challenge him, since Chip Kuntz has been amazing so far in this tournament. So is his backup, Colin Maneri. So we'll see what the Blues will have to respond. Now the Blues come the other way. A couple of great moves center ice by Ravenskick, and Ravenskick with a dangerous shot. It came right back to him in front. And he couldn't take that opportunity to seal that one. And now in the corner, here's Maloney. Maloney behind the net with a back hit in front for a teammate, looking to reach out for Balani, but he missed. Now the Bruins transition game has been avoided, and now Ravenskick coming in with the glove is Kuntz on Eric Ravenskick. Ravenskick, who's been...
Great save by Chip Kuntz there. Not phased at all by the fast and quick wrist shot of Eric Ravenskick. Ravenskick, last time we saw him, was just completely electric whenever he touched the puck. So the Bruins defense is really going to try and shut him down in this one.
And now, a turnover that leads to a breakaway. Jordan Kalati all by himself. And what a great defensive play by Rallen Bassi, who pushed Kalati in the net.
That's going to be a penalty.
That's going to be a penalty. He was pushed towards the net. Net was dislodged. And ladies and gentlemen, Blues captain Ryan Bassi's going to the box.
And that's not what you want to see if you're the Blues coach. And it looks like there's going to be a penalty shot for Jordan Kalati right now.
And it is a penalty shot.
It's a perfect opportunity to put your team up 1-0. 0-0, 3 minutes into this game. What else can you ask for besides a penalty shot to really get your team cooking and get the momentum swinging your way?
Jordan Kalati hasn't scored much in this tournament so far. He has a chance to put the Bruins in front. Not only 4 minutes in, and now Jordan Kalati's going to go at it. Kalati, center ice, doesn't move that much. Decides to go to the backhand, and he completely destroys Suaz, who was fooled on that one, and the little Bruins take a 1-0 lead with a penalty shot goal.
Yeah, Jordan Kalati completely undressing Suaz there, faked him out completely, thought he was going left, had a wide open shot with the backhand, and just had to let that puck trickle in. Beautiful goal And way to put your team up 1-0 in the first period. You get tripped up and you slide into the net. Dangerous play. You could have got hurt. Instead, you get up and you go score a goal on the penalty shot, making it count.
And when you're a goaltender and see a player on the breakaway, you have to follow him all the way until his shot. And maybe Swat's a bit too early on that one. And now the Bruins with a 1-0 lead as the Blues go back to attack. Ryan Bassey looking to redeem himself. Bassey with a couple of moves, comes right back in front, and a great save by Tripp Kuntz.
Bassey with a great play there. He was coming in so hot on the left side. I really thought he was going to try and sneak that pass across the crease, try to sneak that puck across the crease and pass it off to his teammate there for the one-timer, but I could understand why he wanted to put that on the goalie's body. But Tripp Kuntz was not pressured by that puck at all, able to stop it right away.
Belani won that face-up against LaRiviere. Now the Bruins are controlling the puck since, but now they've lost it, and Bruins are going to get right back at it. It's LaRiviere. LaRiviere moving along with it. To the left side, LaRiviere will try a shot last second. Try to trick Suarez here, but couldn't do it. And now puck comes right back in front. Suarez plays it safe, and the referee blows it.
Yeah, great job by Suarez there just to recognize where the puck was and get his glove on it. When you have a bunch of Bruins players surrounding your net, you want to locate that puck as soon as you can, because you can't always count on your teammates to clear it when the puck is in your crease. It's your territory, so great job there by Suarez.
Exactly, couldn't agree more. And now the Blues come right back to a long pass that was missed, and a chase for the puck in the corner. Bruins defenseman first on it. Now the counter attack for Boston. And a pass in LaRiviere's skates, so he's going to miss it, but it gets right back to him. LaRiviere, look out for him, to the left once again. Will he try a shot? LaRiviere, a last-second shot that beat Suarez between the legs, but never made its way to the back of the net. A close call here that could have doubled the Bruins' lead. Now a battle for the puck at center ice, and the Bruins come out of it with a David Killian cross-ice feed for a partner, but couldn't get a wrister. And now LaRiviere in front. He's counter-attacking. Great pressure by LaRiviere. He's having such a good shift here. Puck picked in the air by Erard, but he lost it. And once again, Bruins counter-attacking. Young, Channing Young with a great move between the Blues defenseman skates, and what a save! A diving effort by Winston Suarez.
That was a beautiful save by Suarez. What a pass by Channing Young to get that across to his teammate. Too bad Suarez whooped in there and snatched it out of the air. The referee may have blown that whistle a little too quickly as the puck was loose, but nevertheless, a great stop on a 2-on-0.
And
one-timer.
Yeah, and Channing Young, what patience here to get it in front of the net. Probably the best opportunity the Bruins had here to double their lead. Now they try to get it in front, and guess what? It worked.
Wow.
He flipped it in front for a teammate, and it got behind Winston Suarez's back, and just like that, 2-0 Little Bruins is the score.
Jordan Kaladi. His brother Nolan, Jordan Kaladi with his second goal of the game, actually. Wow. He flicked it up, like you said, in front of the net, hoping somebody would tip it in right off the back of Winston Suarez. 2 goals for Jordan Kaladi to start this one. Unbelievable. Going to go for the hat trick. Still the first period.
And Kaladi puts his team in a comfortable position in the early moments of this first period. Puck almost was offside for a second, and the pass missed, and a visibly frustrated Mark Tarasov was trying to reach a Bruins defenseman here. And now the counterattack led by Calder Clark. Calder Clark lost it, but it's back up by Jordan Kaladi. Kaladi comes in, a wrister, and you've got to watch Kaladi. He's on a hat-trick watch here. But it was gloved by Suarez.
Yeah, you really got to be careful, because when a player gets his second goal, you kind of have to have an idea what's sort of going on through his head. all he's thinking about is that third one, right? If I was a player and I was on the ice right now and I was Jordan Kaladi, I would have a bit of tunnel vision whenever I saw that. I was trying to pepper the goalie with shots as much as I could. But you got to remember to stay composed, play a team game, and the shots will come. What's meant to be will be.
And so far, only Blues threat on the ice was Eric Ravenskik. He had a couple of shots. And guess what? It's now Errar with it, and a great toe drag around the Bruins defense.
And a great save by Trip Kuntz.
A great save by Trip Kuntz, yeah, and he stays solid, and he doesn't have to do that much. Hasn't been challenged yet. But maybe if the Little Blues win that faceoff, and now some complainings that were made to the refs by a Little Blues player, and he wasn't quite exactly ready for the faceoff, but the Blues find a way to keep it in. Behind the net, Belani trying to find a lane. He finds his defense. Ravenskik with a long shot. It is blocked by Kuntz once again. Behind the net, a fight for it, and looks like they were shy to take the puck from each other here. And once again, Belani shot it in front, and a reader in the backhand that came from Grenier's stick. And Grenier's been using that backhand to good use so far in that game. It's the second time he uses it. And now the counterattack comes from the Bruins. A great dig between the defenseman's leg, and another time a play. The second time a player hands his course into the opposing net, and this time it was Tarasov, but no penalty on the play. Now the Bruins counterattack. Jordan Kaladi, he has two. Can he get a third? Kaladi lost the puck. And now the Little Blues are trying to get it out, but now it's intercepted. And now a counterattack for the Little Bruins. In the corner with the puck is Clark. Clark comes right up in front. The reader in front. There to pick it up was Young, but he never saw the reader that Suarez gave him. There was a wide open net. And it stays like that. 2-0 Little Bruins with 4 minutes to go.
Yeah, great stop there by Suarez. He knew for sure he couldn't let another puck slip past him there like he did on that last goal. So a little bit of a moment of redemption there for Winston Suarez as he keeps the lead at 2.
And he's got to watch for the rebound. Rebound watch for him. It's been difficult for him so far.
It's going to be a high sticking call against.
I think it's just eye stick.
Yeah, it's just a high stick.
It is.
Just a warning.
Lariviere at the face-off facing Ouellet. Lariviere wins it. And now it's intercepted, and the Blues counter-attack. And a shot that missed just under the glove of Kuntz. It was Cyrus Baines. And now Lariviere, look how strong he is. Takes that puck to the zone, and now past that miss. And it's going to be Ouellet who counterattacks for the Blues, and a pass in front. That was Baines again, but nothing happened that time. Baines waited in front of the net, and trying to bat it in was Ouellet. And the ref is going to call ice ticking on that one.
Yeah, indeed. You know, you get a little trigger happy when you're in front of the net and you see the puck flying past you, and you want to just bat it in like it's a baseball. But at the same time, you got to remember you're playing hockey. You can't lift that stick too high above the waist to the point where the referee is going to point that out. You know, so good call by the referee. That's the second high sticking call in the last 30, 40 seconds. So line up in the neutral zone and try again. Same
lines kept on the ice for both teams as the Blues are looking for a spark late in the first. Behind the net is Captain Bassi. Lets it behind for Corbett. Bassi has it, spins on himself and looking for options. Bassi behind again. He's exchanging the puck with Corbett, and finally puck is loose and the Bruins get back at it. And now a turnover by Young. Oh, could have been a costly mistake if the Blues had put their hands on that puck. Now a counterattack for the Bruins. Here comes Vaccaro. Vaccaro with a wrister off the crossbar. Was Andras Vaccaro with a wrister. Winston Suas never saw that one, and we were about inches away from a 3-0 lead for the Bruins. Counter-attack, it's Bolani. Bolani was awaited by 2 white jerseys, and now counter-attack for Young. Channing Young, we know he's good. Young between his own legs, lost it, and now it's LaRiviere who picks it back up. LaRiviere, 3 Blues player around him, and a pass in front of the return, and it's deflected off his skate, and it's a goal!
And that's a lucky goal for the Bruins, but nonetheless, you got to be happy right now if you're on the Bruins sideline.
And Nathan Colati, the Colati brothers are having a party right now in their city as it's now 3-0 for their team, and they've contributed to all the goals.
It's a family affair right now for the Bruins as we see the Colati brothers contributing all 3 goals. We see Channing Young having a good game and his big brother on the sideline in the beige suit over there, Brody Young, former actual NHL Kids Little Blues for the U18 League. It's good to see all these brothers out here having a good time, putting the puck behind the net.
And you gotta think that the family dinner might be awkward if one brother ends up finishing the game with more goals, you know.
We'll see who has more by the end of this one.
Let's see.
It counts 2 for Jordan and 1 for Nolan.
Young back and throw with it, and it barely missed, and Winston Suas is not having his best game so far. Period will finally end for him. He probably waiting for that moment, and now Eric Revensky the other way, a pass in front, and he reached for a teammate, and it was Zach Grenier, usually good with his backhand. This time used the wrister, and looks like a penalty will be called. I'm not sure. It will be against the Bruins, and guilty of it. Looks like it is Calder Clark. No, it is number 9, but we don't have that player on our sheets.
No, we don't. Unfortunately, we'll try and get that for you during the break. But great save there by Tripp Kuntz with the glove. And face off now, short-handed, the Bruins in their own zone.
And now the Little Blues with a chance to release some pressure under their goaltender's shoulders as they're on the power play to end this first period. Blues control it. It's captain of their team, Rylan Bassey, gets it in front for a teammate. And there was some circulation in front of the net, and William LaRiviere just dumped it. Now the Blues will reorganize. It's Luca Bolani. Watch out. He has a wrister for the ages, and Bolani tried a return in front. Confusion, and Bolani came up in front but couldn't get to the puck. Same goes for his teammates. And now back in front. That was tried from by Bassey. Came all the way in the slot to try to get that back in the top corner. And a power and a pass in front. And now a lot of action from the Bruins power play, who's aggressive, looking for that goal. Cyrus Baines behind the net for the Blues. Baines lets it behind for Bassey. Rylan Bassey will fake slapper. It was a pass for Error, and now Error in front was reaching for Bolani, but it missed, and the puck is getting out. Blues with 7 seconds left. Will they have time for a last attack or maybe the last shot? Here comes Lovencic with a last second shot. No buzzer beater on that one, and this is how this is gonna end. A commanding 3-0 lead for the Little Bruins after one over the Little Blues. And the Colati brothers are having a blast so far.
Are they ever? What a great game so far. 3-0 for the Bruins. Shots on net are pretty even right now. I count about 11 for the Bruins and 10 for the Blues. So shots on net are about even, but it's just about capitalizing on those chances, right? The Colati brothers have been able to capitalize. Nolan Colati got a little lucky on that goal there. The puck was flying everywhere in front of the net, tipped off his skate, but you're the last one to touch it before it goes in. It's your goal, and you take all the credit at the end of the day. A point to point, and 3-0 into the second period is exactly where these Bruins want to be. Losing one of their best players in the tournament, it doesn't seem like they're that bothered by it right now, the way that they're firing on all cylinders. Such a dangerous attack on offense from this team, and a great goalie in Tripp Kuntz. And look at how animated the coaches are on the sideline as well. You know, like coaches don't usually look that upset and that animated when you're up 3-0. So,
well, it seems like it's really their identity, you know, that aggressive, like they're the big bad boys of this tournament. And on the Blues side, though, I wonder what is the message, because the Blues haven't played a bad period, really.
No.
I mean, a lucky goal that deflected off a skate, a goal that went behind the back that was kind of an
and then
unlucky
a penalty shot.
And a penalty shot. So, and it has been really Winston Suaz who hasn't been himself so far, and now the Blues trail by 3. Let's see if they can find an answer. A shot on the top of the net, and a post. Luca Bolani came close to reduce the Little Bruins lead, and now a shot from Revenskyk that was deflected off a Bruins player's body and into the fans it goes.
Yeah, now that you mention it and you got me thinking, you're right. Like the 3 goals that have been scored on the Blues haven't been like such demoralizing goals to the point where they've been completely obliterated on the defensive end. They were goals that just by chance went in. It's not necessarily all their faults, and the Blues have a dangerous attack on offense, so let's see if they can string some stuff together.
Now a shot from the point. It was deflected partially by Kuntz's glove, as the Blues are right out and selling themselves comfortably in the Little Bruins zone. And then a wrister from the point that came from who else but Revenskyk once again. Play stops and we're back on 5-on-5 hockey.
Yeah, good on the Blues here for getting back to 5-on-5. Killed the penalty, and now we'll see if they can capitalize in the Bruins zone. They haven't been able to make anything happen.
And now getting it out. A cross-ice pass, tried to reach for Tarasov, but he missed, and now a collision along the boards. No call on that one. No one was really responsible for that one, and now a 2-on-2 developing. And now Ouellet couldn't reach his teammate in front of the net. Waiting was Grenier. A counter-attack for Boston. Boston once again looking to quadruple their lead, and a shot. A save that wasn't too convincing by Suaz. And now a chase for the puck. Young is first at it. And he's looking like he wants to do it all by himself. He passed it 3 Blues players, and now passes the old defense, and a shot! And a great solo effort by Channing Young, and now a return shot from the stop. It was Jordan Colati still hunting for his 3rd goal, and now pass in front, and Colati just hit the crossbar. Deception from the fans in the stand as they thought Colati had a hattie early in the second.
This is a crazy sequence right now by the Bruins. So impressive what they're able to do right now.
Yeah, and we said that Channing Young before the game had to step up since Colaitis wasn't there anymore, and he does just that so far. What a great game for him. He's been all around the ice, and now counter-attack from the Blues captain, who cuts in front and tried to get back to his backhand, but lost the puck, and now 2 Bruins players on him in the corner, not letting him breathe for a bit. The Little Bruins get right back in attack, and now a great move by number 9 who gets to the blue zone, but came in too early was Andres Vaccaro, and offside is called.
Yeah, I think Vaccaro saw that too, and he still was offside anyways. Bit of a miscommunication there by the teammates, but you know what? The Bruins got a lot to be happy about. We're talking about going to the second period, trying to get some chances if you're the Blues. But the Bruins have been all offense, all gas, no breaks, making great shots. We mentioned Channing Young, the Colati brothers. It's just been such a great effort overall by this team as we see another ripper.
Have you seen that slapper from Vaccaro? He wants payback for that offside. It cost his team a great offensive chance. Now aggressive, it's LaRiviere on it, but now it's a turnover. On the puck is Bolani. Bolani with great speed to the right side. Bolani didn't reach for his teammate in front of the net. Will try now, but it deflected, and now they're looking to put it back up in front. Saved easily by Trip Kuntz, who hasn't had a lot of work to face so far.
He hasn't had a lot of work to face at all, but the work he has faced has been doing a great job at just keeping the puck in his crease and making sure to just freeze the puck whenever he gets a chance. He hasn't really been giving the Blues any rebounds and giving them any chances to get that second chance chip at the net. So good on him, and just good overall on this Bruins defense, because we haven't really been calling the numbers a lot of the Blues so far. There's a lot of people, a lot of players in this game who I expected to see more of right now, but just a great defensive effort.
LaRiviere, they changed center here. It was Erard taking the faceoff in place of Bolani. And now a counter-attack for the Bruins right off the faceoff. LaRiviere trying to do it all by himself. Cuts right in front of the net. And he tried to beat him blocker's side, but couldn't do it. And the Blues once again back in attack. They've been aggressive, but nothing to show for it. Bolani cross-ice feed, and it was perfectly on William Erard's stick. A beautiful setup, but again, Trip Kuntz comes up with the save. And now Bruins are contained in their zone as the Blues proceed to changes while controlling the puck. Now it's Dom to run the boards. They're passing it, and now it's intercepted by LaRiviere. LaRiviere counter-attacking. A pass that goes in front, and a shot that was deflected came on David. That was David Killian here in front of the slot. And the Little Blues, they've been drained at exiting the zone. The transition game has been good, but no goals so far. Now Eric Ravenskik waiting for a teammate. He goes all the way back to his blue line, but he lost it, and now a pass in front. And David Killian missed it, and anyway, couldn't get to a breakaway. Two Blues defensemen were watching him already. And now a great toe drag, and now it's a 3-on-1 developing for the Blues. And now back in front, there's a backhand and a rear top corner cheese, and it's a goal for the Boston Bruins here. 4-0.
And that was number 9 for the Bruins. Unfortunately, we don't have his name on the sheet, and we haven't gotten a chance to grab that for you, but what a beautiful toe drag, and what a beautiful top shelf backhand shot to beat Winston Zuaz. There's nothing we could say there. Winston Zuaz got beat, and just a great effort by number 9, and he's looking up to make sure that we got it. We did indeed, and now it's 4-0 for the Bruins.
100%, and I mean, for the Blues, if you look at the Bruins goaltender, Trip Kuntz, he's been on fire, and now, we'll talk about him later because there's a 3-on-1 here, and a pass in front of back, and a great save, and a rear, and he gloves it. How did he do that? Sitting on the ice, Trip Kuntz found a way to keep it out of his net, and as I was saying, Trip Kuntz has been fabulous all tournament long. And, if you're down 4 goals to him, I mean, many teams would say probably it's over, like, Trip Kuntz is too good, we can't come back. But if there's a team who can come back down 4-0 and that has the talent and the aggressiveness, it's definitely the Blues here. But now turnover in front of the net, and a backhand that came off Nathan Colati's stick. And now the Bruins get it right back, but the Blues have it now. And now it's in a corner. Picked back off by Cyrus Benson. It's a 2-on-1 developing. Baines with Grenier. Baines lost Grenier in the run, but couldn't find a teammate here. Behind the head, Young, not stressed at all. And the little Bruins get it out of their zone, and 2-on-2 here. Colati passed it to his brother, Jordan. But it missed, and now the Blues come right back the other way. It's Juillet. What a shot. And a hit that didn't please the fans, the Blues fans here. But it is tolerated by the referees. Channing Young has it. Almost got Colati out of the way. Nathan Colati was in Young way. And once again, in 2-on-1 for the Bruins, and they tried a shot. Who else but Eric Bravenskik, but hasn't been his game so far. It's 4-0 with 3:24 left in the second.
Yeah, it really hasn't been Ravenskik's game. It's been all Bruins all game long. Really, if I'm the Blues coach right now, I'm looking to dig deep and inspire these players and tell them, look, anybody at all, shoot the puck on net. We need goals. Down 4-0. It doesn't matter who it is. Just take shots. Continue to take them.
And now the Blues. Error. Pass in front. It's recuperated by Balani, who gives it to his defense. Ravenskik has it. One try his usual shot from the corner, and he gets back in front for the shot. And Tripkont stops that one once again. Are you surprised? No, you are not.
I'm not.
He's been really solid and doesn't change in this game.
He's been extremely solid. He's really making it difficult. We were trying not to jinx it earlier, and he still was able to make saves, basically lying flat on his belly, lying on his back. It doesn't really matter.
And now a Bruins player fell in defense. Blues couldn't get an opportunity out of it since they had the control of the puck. And once again comes the Blues. I mean, if you hide the score to someone who hasn't watched the game, and you also don't tell him that the Bruins have 4 goals, you'd probably think the Blues are winning right now because they've been dominating these 2 periods. And now, talking about dominating, there's a cross-ice feed that was for Matthew Maloney. But he shot, and Kuntz showed him the pad. And now behind comes Ravenskik, who hits a player while skating with the puck. And now Gassi with a shot behind, a reader in front. And a backhand by Balani. It wasn't controlled, and what a shot by Ryland Bassi. That created a great chance in front of the net, but no one to pick it up. And it's Bassi again, that's it for Balani. Balani in front. It was for Captain Ryland Bassi, who tries to get things into the matters into his own hands, but can't really do something here. William Lariviere counter-attacks. Lariviere, we're nearing the end of the second period, nearing the last minute of play. Lariviere cuts back in front, a shot, and a reader, and he keeps pushing. I think he pushed about 3 or 4 times on Winston Suas, who hasn't been challenged a lot in this second period.
It's crazy because the Blues are winning in shots. They're up 6 shots on this team. On the Bruins right now, they're still losing 4-0. You really can't make this stuff up. And if they keep peppering, if the Blues keep peppering the goalie with shots, who knows? They might come back as they have a chance here.
And talking about a comeback, here comes the Blues the other way, but gonna get anything out of it, and now it's Young. Young across the board. The Bruins player intercepted it, and now great move, and now try to get it behind his back twice, but Ouellet was caught lacking here, and now it's Young with a counter-attack. Young lost it for a second time here, but gets it back. Now the Bruins have it. And what a move through the defense, and almost through the leg was number 9 for the Bruins here. And He might not have a name for now on our shades, but he's making a name for himself right now in this game.
Yeah, he certainly is. Such a great showing as we see the Blues trying to get it out of their own zone.
And the Bruins aren't doing too much mistakes tonight. They're just not back checking that much, and that's what might be causing all these Blues attacks. But anyway, it doesn't really matter because it's 4-0 in favor of them.
And they're going to regroup now in the Bruins zone, face off 5-on-5, and really just looking to see some more shots on net for the Blues here. Tripp Kuntz really can't do anything wrong right now. I don't want to jinx it, but at this rate, 50 seconds left in the second, he's on his way to you-know-what.
And now a battle for the puck. There was a great pressure by our Bruins player here. Battle for it in front of the Bruins bench. They are wanting the puck, and now counter attack. Puck is intercepted behind, and a great pass, and oh wow, what a generous play. Jack Sowers passed it last second to David Killian, and now a 3-on-0 will be developing, and Ouellet lost it. What a back check from Channing Young. He really does it all. Once again, stepping it up in a big way tonight. 5 seconds left to the second period. Maybe a time for last shot. Pass in front of the net. Deflected. Couldn't get anything out of it. And ladies and gentlemen, both teams, after the second intermission, are playing great hockey. But one team unfortunately hasn't scored a goal, and one has scored 4 times. So this is not a close hockey game at all.
Yeah, it's really not. The score doesn't tell the whole story, like you said, but at the same time, you can't win if you don't put the puck in the net. And I'd like to shout out a player on the Bruins besides the Colati brothers, who've been exceptional just putting the puck where it needs to be. But just what a performance by Channing Young. Like you said, he does it all. It just seems like whenever the puck goes near him, whenever he's pressed on the back check, he always gets his stick where it has to be. He always has a good stick. He's always poke checking. He's always tracking the puck well, and he's deceptionally fast too. Like he's one of the biggest players on the ice, and he still manages to catch up to almost any player into the offensive zone. So he has to be my MVP so far for this game besides Tripp Kuntz. Just goals don't tell the whole story, right? There's some players who just don't need to score at all and have the biggest impact on the game.
And stepping it up, yes, was Channing Young, but the defense as a whole for the Bruins has been really solid, considering the fact that they lost George Nikolaitis, who was probably one of their best defensemen. He was a great puck mover, but their transition game has been good so far in this game. But it's been tougher for some moments, but the forwards don't back check that much, but it hasn't hurt them since. They allowed 0 goals. So
for sure, and offense wins games, but defense wins championships. So we'll see if this Bruins team can keep this momentum going, because if they play like this going into the playoffs tomorrow, then I'm scared for teams that they're facing.
Yeah, playoffs tomorrow will definitely be interesting, considering the fact that I think every team makes the playoffs too.
I think so, but seeding plays a part, and if you have the higher seed, you play the worst team. So,
talking about high seed, the Little Canadians this afternoon lost their first game of the tournament. They lost to the Red Wings, a 4-0 win. Surprising, as Montreal was shut out. They were a powerhouse so far in this tournament, and truly shows that everyone is beatable. And now Blues feet to one of their defender missed, and now the Bruins counter-attack. And now maybe aggressiveness will turn into frustration for this Blues team in this third period if they don't get any results soon enough, as the Bruins are controlling the puck in their zone. It's Vaccaro. Vaccaro gets it in front. Missing it was Mark Tarasov. And now a feed that comes in front. It was for Herrar. Herrar is now all alone. Comes back in front, and a great pad save by who else but Trip Kuntz. My goodness gracious. He's been doing everything right so far, and once again, highlight reel save.
That was ridiculous. That was crazy. I really thought that Gerard beat him there. Honestly, how do you stretch your leg out that much anyways? It's crazy. Trip Kuntz is just an absolute masterclass.
And William Herrer has quick hands too.
For sure.
So that's surprising that he didn't make him move much more on that one.
And we were talking about how Trip Kuntz wasn't really getting any hard shots against him in the first period, but at this point we can't even say anything. It's just he's stopping everything.
Two great goalies for the Bruins. But Trip Kuntz was an early pick in the draft, so the Bruins were expecting that kind of performance from him, on a nightly basis, and he does just that in this tournament so far. And now on the puck will be Ouellet. Puck chip back to the defense. It goes back to Ouellet. Ouellet will get it to himself. Ouellet tries to reach for a teammate in front, and a great poke check. Great stick control from Kuntz. And now a counter-attack from Lariviere. Lariviere with a backhand and a reader in front, and a last second save, and the puck is loose. And now everyone wants a piece of it, and a frustrated Mark Tarasov, and he slashes his stick on the ice twice.
Yeah, and great stop there by Winston Suas. Let in 4 goals so far in this game, and he really had to hold his ground there. A lot of frustration there by the Bruins bench, but at the same time, you're up 4-0. Keep your cool. 8.5 minutes left in this game. A lot of game left to go. Don't worry so much about the offense. Just worry about continuing to be brick walls on defense.
And they're putting themselves that pressure so much. You saw those coach animated on the bench even when they were leading. Players frustrated when they missed chances, but they're still up 4-0. We'll see if that kind of emotion boils up to a certain point in a playoffs game tomorrow. And now shots blocked and redirected in the corner. That was Kuntz once again. And now a counterattack for Boston. A great move by number 9. And now puck goes all the way back beyond net. Bossy with pressure, but a great move, and Bossy gets it out. The pass that ended up in Rovenskik's skates. And now he gets it. Rovenskik tries to cut a defenseman by the left side. And again, a great save. And Kuntz is he's putting himself down on the ice a lot of times. So maybe it is time for the Blues to try and shoot him in the top corner if they want to beat him. Now pass in front. They was trying to reach. Bolani would have given him a breakaway. And now maybe a 2-on-1, but no, a weak pass. Not much power on that one. And now counter-attack. Here comes Nathan Kolati. Kolati, a pass in front, but no teammate to join here. And now a counter-attack. It's a 3-on-1 for the Blues, led by Luca Bolani. Bolani passes across ice speed, and Kuntz was completely beaten, and a goal from William Herrer here. Finally, no shutout Ben for Trip Kuntz with 7:16 left in the third.
Yeah, and Bolani played that perfectly. He played it perfectly. He was baiting Kuntz all the way to the left to the point where he had an absolute surefire pass to Gerard, and Gerard had an absolute surefire goal. It was a beautiful, beautiful display of patience, and like you said, nothing Trip Kuntz could have done there. No more hat trick. Sorry, no more shutout. There's no more hopes of a shutout now. 4-1. Beautiful way of getting back into the game for William Gerard and his Blues.
And he had blocked that shot lane, and he really waited until the last second, and he didn't really bite, but he was wondering what is he going to do. And now Bruins attack right off from the faceoff, and now a lot of sticks trying to poke check that one in the net, but who else but Trip Kuntz to make that one. Another save.
Yeah, you got to feel like he was thinking that Bolani was going to shoot that, because that's what the Blues have been doing, really. They haven't really been getting those cross-crease chances, so maybe that's where his head was at. But either way, he still put together a great game. Behind net was Calder Clark.
Got it all the way along the board, and the Blues barely keep it out, but finally the Bruins find a way to get the puck to themselves. Great pressure from this Bruins team. They don't want the Blues to put any more goals behind. Cuts back, and now a pass in front. It was Vaccaro who was McKinsey in front of the net, and now counter-attack for the Blues. Here comes Zach Grenier, all by himself. Grenier shoots, he scores! Zach Grenier, and it is a 2-goal game.
What a beautiful goal by Zach Grenier. Right through the legs of Tripp Kuntz. He was all by himself. Had two Bruins defenders trailing him. Look at him go, soaking in the celebrations. All you could do is just clap for him. Look at that. You love seeing the smiles on the kids' faces. Yeah. Especially a kid like Zach Grenier, who hasn't really scored much in this tournament. Right through the legs to cut this lead in half.
Zach Grenier doesn't score that much. He's a small forward, and he was going to the breakaway, and he was trying for that back end, and he was hooked. And that confused Kuntz, and the puck just slid like slowly between his legs, and this is a brand new game. We're 2 goals away from a tie, and now the clock hasn't restarted. That's 6:34 left, and now the Bruins counter attack. It's a 3-on-1, and now the puck was lost,
and the clock still hasn't restarted yet.
Clock hasn't started yet, so maybe some times to catch up, and now the Bruins come the other way. And I thought Andreas Vasco was outside, but Rest maybe missed it or allowed it. And now a hard battle against the board. Physical, third period coming up, and talking about getting physical. Number 9 on the Bruins, who was great all game, now gets a useless cross-checking call, and if the Blues score on that power play, they are within 1. So this is a golden opportunity here for the Bruins.
You talk about throwing away a lead.
For the Blues, yeah.
You talk about putting your team in a position to be unsuccessful. It's exactly what number 9 did right there. You really can't be giving up penalties like that. A cross-check, losing your cool. Your team just gave up 2 goals in the past few minutes. You really just got to keep your head in the game now, because if the Blues manage to score another goal, it's a 1-goal game with 6 minutes to go. It's just silly hockey there. You can't be doing that.
And now refs talking to each other, evaluating the gravity of this call. This looks like it's going to be a 2-minute penalty by the side in the ref's hand. And yeah, you talked about throwing away a lead. I mean, all game long, the Bruins have been letting the Blues, attack 3-on-2s, 2-on-1s, and 2-on-2, and Kuntz has been clutching up for them all game long. And now there was that 3-on-1 that led to the first goal. Now the breakaway to the second goal, and now they're getting punished here. I mean, the Bruins got to start playing some defense. They were solid all game, though, but right now in the third period, they've been lacking a little bit, and I think they're going to call a timeout.
And they should. They need to regroup, right? Like, they just let up 2 goals, and it's actually going to be a 4-minute penalty. So for 4 out of the next 6 minutes left in this game, they're going to be shorthanded. Yeah, I mean, like, you're up 4-0. You let up 2 goals. You cross-check when you don't need to. It sucks for the Bruins right now because they've been playing a great game, but it's awesome for the Blues because you know what? Nobody was hurt after that cross-check. Player ended up getting up. He was okay. And you hear the fans in this stadium right now. Everybody's cheering for the Blues.
And Blake, do you want to see the Blues take their time and find a perfect shot, or you want to see them take as many shots as they can?
I want to see them rip it as many times as they can and see if Tripp Kuntz could stop them. That's what I want to see. I want to see greatness on both ends right now, and I want to see if these Blues could tie it. I want to see Tripp Kuntz say, no, you're not getting another one past me.
And the fans are loud in this building.
It's the last game of the day. Let's see what we have in store.
Puck gets out of the zone, but the Blues getting right back in, but Young with a great defensive play to get it out, and will attack short-handed for the Bruins, and now a turnover. And it's Provencic with a cross-ice feed for Ouellet. Ouellet counterattacks to the right. Willett coming on in, a shot, and a rebound in front. Puck is loose. Trying to kick it in was Luca Bolani.
And Kuntz, another great opportunity there for his team to just pause this game, give everybody a breather. 3 minutes and 37 seconds left, short-handed, very calm and composed. That's exactly how he needs to be right now. Great opportunity for the Blues there.
Face-off won by Bolani. He's been that good. And now Swaz getting out of his net. Watch out here. Bruins player putting some pressure. It's Jordan Colati. He's been used by his coach on the short-ended unit. But he can score two. He has two tonight. Has the Blues come into the Bruins zone here. Along the board, fighting for it behind Kuntz's net. Across his feet at defense, it's Rovinsik with a shot! A wrister! Close from the blocker here. And now William Hauer in the corner. Lets it behind for Rovinsik. Rovinsik trying to advance. Digs through a Blues player and a shot! And Rovinsik, there was a Bruins player in the way that deflected it with his stick.
And that one goes sailing out of bounds. For the next almost 3 minutes now, the Bruins are just going to remain shorthanded. 5 minutes left in the game. And the Blues are really applying pressure. Rovenskik, one of the MVPs of the last game we saw the Blues, and he's really making his presence felt now.
Rovenskik again dances through the defense, and no, the Bruins find a way to get the puck from him, and Young chooses to safely dump it. Small changes at the Bruins bench, and the Blues going right back at it. They have 30 seconds to score if they want to stay on the power play with that double minor here. And now a shot! It slid through Kuntz's pads, and it was 2 inches away from being a 1-goal game. Could you believe it?
See, that's an opportunity where it could have been a one-time feed, and that's an opportunity where they could have gotten the same exact goal that they scored against Tripp Kuntz earlier on. And right now, if you're the Blues, you wish you had that one back. You need 2 goals in the next 4 minutes and 40 seconds. You got 2 minutes to score a shorthanded goal right now. A goal on a power play.
Behind the net, here goes the Blues once again. Looking for a teammate in the corner. Here's Cyrus Baines. Baines goes back to his defense. Baines, again exchanging the puck with his partner. Baines, this time try to cut in the slot, but it's lost, and it's back to his defense once again. Baines has been exchanging the puck constantly with Bossy, and now Baines with it still, waiting for a lane. Behind the net, the Blues, try to pass it in front, but the Blues player was waiting for him, and now a puck that ricocheted off the glass, I think, and a bad bounce permits a dump for the Bruins.
Ooh.
Starting again from their own zone. There comes the Blues. Naidu. Couple of quick feed here. Trying to get back in front of the net. It was missed. And in the corner is Matthew Maloney. Maloney with Naidu. And now he lost it. And is there going to be a penalty for both players, or only? I think the Bruins are going to be penalized, and this is going to be a 5-on-3 opportunity.
And Cornu there just committing a really unnecessary penalty, and you saw him skating away quickly there, acting like he didn't really do anything, but we saw it happen, buddy, and now he's going to the box. 5-on-3. If you're the Bruins right now, up 4-0, it's now 4-2. Now 3 minutes left in the game, and 3 minutes you're going to be shorthanded. Like, come on. Like, it's not a winning formula.
It is, yeah. So, a minute and 5-on-3 hockey. Who do you want on the ice? 3 players that should be on the ice, in your opinion, for the Bruins.
For the Bruins? Well, Channing Young, first of all. The Colati brothers just seem to be putting the puck behind the net whenever they can. I also like Vaccaro. I'd like Vaccaro to be on the ice as much as he can. William Lariviere too. I just want big bodies that could skate, and big bodies that could skate and put the puck on net. Because right now, you're not really trying to score. but you're trying to play defense and also apply the pressure at the same time. So you're 3-on-5. This is, the lineup that I would have chosen, actually. Vaccaro, Young, and La Riviere. So let's see what they could do, because the Blues are going to give it everything they got right now. The Blues are going to put their best available lineup on the ice.
Bruins win it. They're going to control it for as long as they can, and they dump it. But it's intercepted at the blue line by the captain for the Blues. Behind the net, here comes Grenier. Grenier. Bossy has it at the fence. Revenge kick with a long shot, and it's kept in by Kuntz. And you gotta wonder, with 3:03 left, will they pull the goalie for a chance? Maybe at 6 against 3, that would be such a great scenario. But now the Blues are believing better than ever. Behind, here's the captain, Bassy. Bassy with a wrister. Kuntz dropped it for a second, and the Bruins find a way to get it out of the zone. 30 seconds left before the hand of the double minor penalty. Blues having a golden opportunity to get closer to their opponent. Now pass in front, and couldn't complete it. Here in front was Grenier, and now in back defense, and a missed puck here. And Revensky's going to enter with it. Revensky at the end of the first penalty, and Grenier first on it. Grenier, he's tripped. No penalty is won, and the first penalty is going to end. And the double minor for the Bruins has ended, but it's still 50 seconds to kill. 2:12 on the board. The Blues are going to have to put a puck behind the net.
I can't believe it, to be honest. I think the Blues could have easily put one together there.
Now a shot that went into the back of the net, and now a weird pass. It was in the air, and now the puck in the corners, chased by Belani. Belani has it. Belani waiting, delays, 1:42 left in the third. Behind Parasic. A shot from point, Rovensky with a shot, and no one to get a reader, and as Kuntz dropped for a second, and lots of shots on Kuntz. He's been challenged, especially in that third period, and he's doing great.
And the Bruins, I don't want to jinx it with 12 seconds left on the power play for the Blues, but the Bruins are really going to kill this penalty. They were penalized for consecutive 6 minutes in a row. Unbelievable. And no goals were let up. You just got to tip your cap to this team. The defensive strategy, the lineup, they didn't let anything happen.
And they killed 5 minutes of penalty. There was that double minor. They were on a 5-on-3 during a minute, and now they killed the last penalty. It's a 5-on-5 situation with 1:10 left, and the Bruins finally counterattack. And now a shot on net, and now a reader, and a juicy rebound offered by Suaz. And now we're a second away from the last minute of the play in this intense game, and the Bruins might get away with this one, and oof.
It's a lot closer than the scoreboard dictates, am I right? The Blues have been putting so much pressure on Kuntz and this Bruins defense. Just look at the shots on net. It feels like we haven't said Winston Suaz's name in a while now as he makes his second save.
God, as the time runs down, and now 3 seconds were wasted on the clock, and you know how every second is important, especially in those close games. And Blues fans were quick to notice that the clock was still running when the whistle was blown.
Certainly, and they have 50 seconds now to net 2 goals. See if they could do it. I mean, anything's possible. They have a lot of firepower on this team. It's just the Bruins just have such a strong defensive unit. If you just look at the defensive pairing right now between Channing Young and number 18, Jack Sowers, 2 big guys back there, making sure the puck doesn't slip past them.
Most important face-off of the game, and Lariviere chased on the face-off dot, and the Bruins are still going to win that face-off. In the corner, battling for the puck around the board. Blues get out with it, and chasing the puck is Channing Young. And the Blues not removing their goalie yet. With 40 seconds left, gotta wonder what the strategy is from that point. Now what? Now Young, what a play! Cuts through the defense like a chop play, and now the reader that was blocked. What a diving save by Suaz. Now Bruins controlling the puck in the last seconds of this game. And now maybe a shot for a third goal here. A counter-attack, a shot and a save by Kuntz on Cyrus Baines. And if the Blues ever wish to, get back in that one, get within one, this was probably their last chance, and they blew it here as Kuntz made another save. I don't know how many he made tonight, but he's been stellar as the Bruins are going to dump it. It will be blocked by Suaz, and the Boston Bruins find a way once again. A 4-2 win over the Little Brews.
The Bruins are going to hold on.
Real effort.
And you gotta love it. They held on. They're up 4-0. You thought they were going to win from the jump. And then they sort of went from the alpha to the underdog, even though they were winning the entire time, which was interesting. Great game overall by both teams. Really just one goalie could not be challenged, even though 2 goals were net against him. Just the amount of saves he made. Trip Kuntz, outstanding effort. And what a way to close out today.
And a comeback here. Temptation that was spoiled by who else but Trip Kuntz. Like you've been saying all game long, he's been terrific in front of his crease. And, this was a great day of hockey today. It was resiliency for a lot of teams. Some underdogs, the Penguins getting their first with a great work from the goaltender. And now the Bruins without Nicolaitis, who got suspended for that hit that sent Dubois to the injury list earlier today. You thought that would have destabilized the Bruins, but they found a way to win still. And
it's a great day of hockey. And tomorrow another few games are going to be played right before the playoffs, and then Sunday it all ends on the ice and we'll crown a champion. So thank you for joining us today for the NHL Kids Tournament, and we'll see you next time.
Well, thanks a lot for tuning in, and thanks for all the team that's handling the production and doing a great work. And we'll see you tomorrow for the beginning of the playoffs. At the end of the day, will be an exciting day for sure.